In this video, I'm doing another example, focusing on the geometric mean. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our formula for that in order to work backwards and find us a missing side of a triangle. So just let me give you an example. Remember that h is the height of the triangle, or what we call the altitude. And then we have p, which is a leg of a triangle, and q, which is the other leg of a triangle. Right? And consider these are two right triangles, if you're looking at it in that manner. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this formula right quick in case you get a problem like this. Notice it says h squared, so I'm going to rewrite that. H squared is equal to p times q. Now I'm going to go ahead and label these values that are on here. For instance, I'm going to label this one over here p, and this one right here, x, is going to be my q. And notice that we already have the height. Right, so this is our h. So we're going to go ahead and substitute these values in for our formula. So my height is 18, so I'm going to go ahead and write 18. Now notice it is h squared, so I am going to square that 18. And this is equal to p, which p is equal to 12. And then q. Now q, we don't know what it is, right? It is simply an x. So I'm not going to put it in parentheses, we're just putting a variable x there. Now, once we get to this point, we can go ahead, and our goal is to find out what x is. So we want to isolate x. And remember, these parentheses represent that we just substituted a value for p, and it represents also that it's being multiplied to this x. So I'm going to put that dot there so you don't forget. So I'm going to use inverse operations to get this 12 over to the other side of the equation. And the way that I do that is I simply would just want to go ahead and divide by that 12. Now if I divide this right side of the equation, I got to divide the left side. 12 going to 12 one time, it simply leaves me with x is equal to, and I'm going to use my calculator to figure out this 18 squared over 12, and it'll do all the math for me on that part. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in 18 squared divided by 12. And notice it gives me 27. So therefore, I know that this side of the triangle, Q, is actually 27. That is the length of it. And that's how you use this formula in order to find the missing side of one of these triangles.